wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. That's where they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Son of a gun. Hey, well, it ain't said, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage. There by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Throwing right away is Dart. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a New York Giants. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart. Incomplete. The Giants at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw his Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing, Dart.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw now, Dart.
Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It is picked up by the Eat down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Nice Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dart.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Out of the gun, here's Dart.
Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now Dart.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jalen Carter
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
throwing from the gun here. Dart.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Dart.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And to the left side here, Wilson.
These two teams all tied after one.
Gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, 55 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent. And got his man complete down the right sideline. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wandale Robinson, 72 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and the lead moves now to 2. It's 17-15.
The score, Giants 17, Eagles 15.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
180, 180.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. To throw his dart.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Up the middle with Barkley.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Going right back to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
On the coverage.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson to Debo. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Dart. It's complete to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw now, Dart. Gets into double coverage and intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Abdul Carter able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
And Hurts going to move him around. Back to throw here. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Dart. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Dart. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete as well.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Folks' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to a back. The 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Well, it was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Avoids him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing his dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
To throw is Dart. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Dart. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Dart. Touchdown! A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Fulk connects on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here comes a reverse. Gets past 1 man. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Giants, 1st down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that's an aggressive shot to take. They definitely need a touchdown, but now you've painted yourself into a corner because it's 4th down. And if you don't get a conversion here, that could be the end of the comeback.
Dart to throw on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.